Well, first of all, you've got obviously got experience at a service academy. So first time Boise State's played on a campus of a service academy. Is there a different feel? Is there something a little different about that experience, having the cadets in the stands and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. They'll be into the game. They'll have a good crowd. They'll be ready to go. They're having a decent, good year. So it'll be different. We'll have a good atmosphere, and we better show up ready to play. I know that because that's the one thing I know about the service academies. They're going to show up ready to play, and they're going to plan on playing all 60 minutes.
Did you play a game at Air Force?
We did.
How'd you do?
Did not go well. we did beat them one time, but that was at Army. So.
Having that experience at Army, what was that like coaching at a service academy?
It's a great place. It really is. It's a little bit different because their time is so valuable. They really show up and, hey, let's get rolling on football. You don't have a lot of time to interact with them outside of the football stuff, and that's probably the biggest thing because they've got so much commitment in terms of their study time, mostly study time, but they do have some military commitment and various other things going on. They just don't have a lot of time.
Did you have any sort of a military connection in your background at all, or just ended up coaching football there?
No, just ended up coaching at Army.
What did you see from Dan in the last game with a couple of the misses?
Well, I think he was getting a little too flat on his steps, a little bit close to the ball, caused him to push it off his toe just a little bit. And, that sometimes that's all it takes. I mean, he probably missed those by 2 misses by a total of maybe a foot. But, at the end of the day, they either go through or they don't, and we gotta be strong. And sometimes I think guys have a tendency to just try and aim the ball and place it a little bit, and just got to get the mind out of the way and let him kick because he's been doing a great job of that.
Did you guys think about letting him attempt that 56, 57-yarder at the end of the day?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He made a 61-yarder in practice last week, so he's got enough range to go back there, and we knew it was the end of the half, and we were going to give him a shot. We thought before the timeout, they showed a look, and we're like, shoot, we can get the fake and maybe get 7 points instead of 3. And they checked out of their look right before the snap of the second.
Who called
ball.
timeout? I forget. You guys?
They did.
Oh, so would he have was he going to kick it if they didn't call?
Oh, yeah,
timeout on the first
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
one? Okay, so you didn't call the fake till after the timeout.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Is he mentally? Probably mentally stronger than he has in the past. I mean, he seems like he's.
Oh, yeah. I think, he's a guy that's probably been through the worst of it before. He knows at the end of the day, not every kick's going to be exactly the way you want it. And he knows, learn from it, fix it, move on. Because that ultimately, you can't let a miss cost you 3 more misses. And he did a good job of that. He adjusted his plan, fixed it, and we got it right before the game was over and finished on a make. And he still did a great job on kickoffs. All that being said, with the field goals.
How about Devin Demas? Obviously, he's got an opportunity, and Coach Hartson saying that when you get opportunities, he wants to see results, and he had some pretty good results.
That was a pretty good result, right? Yeah, definitely. Devin did a phenomenal job. We tell those guys, hey, maximize your touches, because we all know at the end of the day, Jay's going to have the bulk of the touches. So at the end, when you get your opportunity, make your mark and earn more, and he obviously did that.
How do you, it's got to be a tough balance. He does stuff like that. I want to get him on the field more, but don't want to take Jay off the field. So how do you balance those two things?
Maybe we'll put them in together. You just got to be good about figuring out which plays and which situations are best for each guy. And some of that goes along with what type of play is. Some of it's the situation. But at the end of the day, we do have confidence in Devin and Jack to get in there and do good things for us. And over the course of time, you're going to see more and more of them because they're earning more and more. But Jay's still really good. And, if we didn't give him the ball enough, everybody would be upset about that.
Right.
So he's going to carry the ball and touch the ball, but those other guys are going to get opportunities also.
Devin talks about him kind of being like a big brother to him almost. How have you seen their relationship and maybe Jay help him out?
I think Jay mentors all the guys, and probably even more than I see the whole young guys on offense. But he's doing a great job with Devin, Jack, Jeremy McNichols, Corey Young. He's always helping those guys with, hey, here's what I'm seeing, here's how it works, here's what you got to expect. So been very impressed with Jay's leadership amongst the running backs.
How important is that for a guy that is getting the reps, and especially in game situations, to relay what he's seeing to the guys that aren't getting a ton of reps?
Well, I mean, has it impacted our games? Probably not. But it's just important for the development of our program. I mean, that's what we've been built on here forever is our young guys learning from our old guys. And I think maybe you haven't seen that in the first couple games be a huge deal, but I think over the course of the season it'll be a huge deal. And it might not be something that shows up right away, but it's definitely the over the course of the season going to have a huge impact on our success.
I know you've mentioned the last couple of weeks, and Harson mentioned this week, the lack of kind of the big play on special teams so far. And you look at the way kickoff rules are now, the way people punt now, the way they protect punts now, there's just not a lot of opportunities there for a big play on special teams, is there?
There aren't. The opportunities are fewer and fewer every season. So the reality of it is when you do have one of those opportunities, you got to capitalize on it. And we had a chance to block a punt last week, and we just didn't quite get it done. We got to refine our technique and be better in that because, you know, we should have blocked it. We had a decent punt return. We just missed one block there. It would have been a huge one. We had a couple good kickoff returns, but yeah, when you get those opportunities, you have to capitalize on them because you're not going to get. It's not like 10 years ago when you might have 8 punt returns in a game that you can go. You might get one shot, and that one shot, you better capitalize.
Is it frustrating for you, for a guy that's been on special teams for so long, that
wouldn't
there's
say
just not as many chances anymore?
Yeah, I wouldn't say frustrating, just challenging. And at the end of the day, you know, we all like challenges, so that's good.